is, it was everybody's idea. We just had to communicate this to each other. I had the idea many years ago and had been working on it on my own. Matthew and Tim had just finished working on Matilda and thought, oh, what shall we do next? How about Groundhog Day? Sounds good. Let's find the writer and see what we can do. Phil is carrying the story. This is very much his story, and that's an awful lot for one character to be singing and dancing for 2.5 hours. Part of, you know, our early discussions, our aspirations for this piece, one of the ones that I had was bringing out the other characters. First and foremost, Rita.
One day, someday, my prince may come, but I won't hold my breath.
We get to use one day in two ways at least. Namely, her aspirational one day, which is both aspirational and also cynical. One day my prince will come, but he won't. That notion that you can fall in love in a day, she is rejecting. He, in the meantime, only has one day to try and shag her, which is all he wants at the time. And later, of course, the great irony is she does fall in love in one day. And the kind of clever thing about Danny's original concept is by the time you get there at the end of the show, even though she's only met him for one day, we've been with both of them for 2.5 hours and we're ready for them. We're like, when they kiss, they cheer.
I don't really remember.
It was important to us that there was a strong female voice in the show, in Rita. But this extends, this Nancy song extends that idea.
But this world I chose to live in is mostly run by men.
Somebody who is being set up, by and large, to be collateral in someone else's battle, or just a sort of a cliche. You make all kinds of assumptions about how she's dressed and and how she's used in the story. And she stands there deliberately very, very still and given 100% of the focus. It's not a glance anymore, it's you're seeing something with new eyes, and that is the trajectory of Act Two.
All the love and all the gold, all you've built and all you've sold.
I was very, very interested in what does it mean to dig into those characters so thematically. What's the point we're going to make in doing so? Ned Ryerson, from the very first time he meets him, says it's hidden in an insurance commercial. He says to him, death will come to everyone. You gotta love life, you gotta love life, you gotta love life insurance.
You gotta love life.
I thought Ned, this shallow, annoying character, should have wisdom that we didn't realise he had. And then Danny had this incredible idea, just turned up in a draft one day, that he should have a personal reason for why he understands that so deeply. And actually that fed back into what our ambition for the project was, which was to say, not only does everything you do affect others, but if you look around you, everything you need will be there in the people around you.
I thought I'd seen it all, but sure right now I knew this place. I swear that I knew every hair each line upon your face.
When we started figuring out how to stage it during one of the early workshops, we had a doorway and a couple of chairs, and we needed the actors, who was all that we had available, to be pushing them around. And when they started doing that, all of us went, we found the heart of this thing. It really is about the town building a reality for Phil and rebuilding it every day.
In realising he needed to be a part of that to escape his trap, his metaphysical, stagnancy. He had to realise that he's not above everyone, that he is part of a community, and as soon as he starts contributing to that community, he becomes able to love and able to be loved, and he finds his way out.
And I'm seeing you for the first time.